Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 13 of Let's Play Stellaris with me, Scruffy Joe. So hopefully you can remember, because you probably maybe saw the last episode fairly recently, but the galaxy is filling in and is no longer quite so full of terrors and mystery as it once was. There are still terrors though. Primarily the terrors are coming from these guys down here, who we are gradually building towards having another war with. See, now because I've started the game before I finish my preamble, stuff's already happening. Abandoned terraforming equipment. Now this is a tricky one. Sometimes this will turn a nice planet into an amazing planet. Other times it'll turn a alright planet into a planet which is awful and you'd never want to live there. Now we do live here already and it's a tropical world. Who could have built this?
Project complete.
What was that all about? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, we failed to salvage a cruiser from last week, but never mind. We won't worry too much about that. Now, let's just have a quick look at this abandoned thing. Let's dismantle this equipment. I do not want to turn a planet which I am currently living on into a planet that I can't live on. That would be a silly idea, and I'm not up for that at all. Now, we did just research some fantastic new form of weaponry, so that's very cool. What do we want? Could go for one of those. Science directors make amenities, that might be handy. Or we could go for really hyper advanced, but they do cost more of the green stuff. But they do make much more. Oh, that's tricky. That's a tricky decision. I'll tell you what. Put the whole decision off by instead taking the speculative hyperlane breaching technology, which allows science ships to run away without warp tunnels, which is always funny. So we'll do that. Yeah, so now, as I said, we are gearing up for another war against these guys. We have one little entrance there and one little entrance right here. Really, we want to be able to hold them at this point, but if we can cut them off by getting this point and also then flying a second fleet through here and conquering all of this, that might really work to our advantage. Now, so to make that happen... Hello. Federation started. That's cool. That's them and them, I think. That's cool. I might get invited to that a bit later on, but maybe not, because I'm a bit warlike and they don't like wars. So anyway, the second fleet. I need a second fleet. If you see up here, I've got 60 ships out of 116, but my actual fleet size is kind of at its maximum. So it's slightly problematic, because you can't have more than 60 in a fleet at the moment, so we need a second fleet. So second fleet, we will just go for 10 destroyers, and then we will add ships. Cruisers, we will have 6. And then we'll stick in a bunch of these as well. Just because they'll fly in front and get blown up. So, having created this in the fleet list, I can now press the reinforce button and it will go, well, we haven't got enough money for that, but we can spend all of this money to make these things. So please do. And that will now form a new fleet. Well, it'll form a bunch of destroyers, which is a start. The thing I have just remembered is we did just get that crazy new technology, that new weapons technology, so I think everything probably needs to be slightly changed. Starting with cruisers. So what was it? It's Null Void Beam, which does 400% shield damage, whereas that hardly does any shield damage. So what now happens is that these get upgraded and these turn into those. So that'll take all the shields off of whatever it's fighting, and this will destroy all the armour and all the guns, and that becomes a horrible, horrible nightmare. Yes, I do. Do I want to... Hold on. Do we want afterburners? Possibly not on that, actually. Do you know what? Forget your afterburners. We'll have that. That'll do nicely. Let's just go and have a look in here. So similarly, we can do that. Yep, fine. Can't change that one because it's currently being built. That's just a little kind of game, stop you from cheating type of situation. But we will do that there. Lovely. Cool. So that's cool. Now we can upgrade all of these ships, and we will do that as soon as we possibly can. But for the time being, we don't have very much cash. Where did we leave these ships? They're too far away. I think what we want, for when the war starts, we want them there. Oh, someone died. Oh, one of our scientists has died. He was on a spaceship. Where was he on a spaceship? What was he doing? I think he was just chilling out. We've got plenty of money at the minute, so let's get another one. Yeah, you go for survey speed, whatever. Right. Might as well send you to go and do something useful.
Construction complete.
Yep, show us your wares. What you got? I don't want a shrine, thank you. What I want is for this guy. Ooh. To fly and survey that. Meanwhile, what are you doing? Working on a thing? Okay, well done. So this is good. There's a federation forming of nice people, which is always heartening to see, because what you don't want to happen is for a federation of absolute horrors to appear, which quite often does happen. Yay, that's handy. That's really handy.
Discovered.
So we got that for free. We didn't have to actually research that. That's just because I took that thing apart. That's very, very cool. I don't really want you there alone, do I? What's happened? Wrong button. Fleet Manager. Forward Defence Fleet, Strategic Readiness Fleet. So who on earth are Rapid Strike Fleet when they're at home? I don't know. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's a bit strange. She's being built in an unusual place, and I don't know why it's decided to do that, but we won't worry. What are you trying to give us? A Patron of the Arts modifier, which would... I mean, yeah, we like art. Come on, let's roleplay. We like art. Art's important. Art's just as important as building spaceships to go and fight a war. We don't need to worry about that. I'm going to turn it up one speed though, because things are ticking along rather slowly. What are you doing, sir? You're not doing anything useful. Is that because we haven't got enough cash? Yes. Go sit there. What about you? What are you doing? You're flying to go and get that. Fair enough. That's legit. Transport fleets. You're waiting somewhere out of the way. Good.
Complete.
When it's time for the war, which I will check on in a minute, then we will bring those guys a bit further forward. Oh, that's helpful. What that means is sometimes when you build extra jobs in a place where there's unemployment, like this, you can look at it and you can go, who's doing what now? Population. Where are the unemployed people? And you think, 3 Scruffaloid workers are unemployed. Why are they unemployed? Are they unemployed down here? Sometimes you see them unemployed here, and there are jobs here, and it's because they're waiting to downgrade themselves. So that little technology I just picked will make that go quicker, which is cool.
Initiating communications. Survey complete.
Crikey, all manner of things has just happened. Right, what's that? Nothing to do with me. What's this? Fanatic. Right, okay. That's a signal that we're about to be going back to war. Oh, there we go. Now this strikes me as being mildly insane. Because they've just gone to war and they're, you know, they've gone to war with these guys. That's slightly crazy. What have we got going on here? Oh, hello. We would like to make you associated members of our federation. I would gladly accept that. Gladly be a kind of a not quite in the federation, but sort of in the federation. I like that. Gives me freedom to go and fight the good fight without having to be constrained by their efforts to make me not fight the good fight effectively by being a bunch of pacifists. Right, where are you? You're there. That's still quite a distance away. Where are you guys? Potentially a bit all over the place. Now, you need to fly. Where's the wormhole? Whoops. Something funny's happened there. That wormhole connects to this wormhole. So, I want my strategic readiness fleet to go there. And when we go to war, they can pop out here and blow everything up. Although they will need to be a bit stronger than they currently are, because at the moment they'll get immediately incinerated by this. So that's okay. We don't really want that. We want better for our troops. So let's just press the reinforce button again. Keep spending the money. Keep getting the production going. So let's just double check on when we're allowed to go to war, or when rather they will immediately declare war on us. Let's put it in that order. I think. Yep, I think it's now. I think we can go to war now. Okay, so let's just get some ships into position. Build as many more as we can. It would be good to upgrade these, but I don't want to do that until they've actually... In fact, there's only a... Whoops. There's only a couple of cruisers, aren't there? See, this fleet needs to be rearranged, and you can do that with the fleet manager. You can come in here and you can go, right, fleet, you're a bit heavy on the corvettes and you don't have enough cruisers. So you could go... You can't change it while they're alive, unfortunately. But you could, once some of these have died, you could reduce this number and increase this number, and then when you press reinforce, it will go properly the way you wanted it. Kind of clever like that. What do you want? They want to give us a Ministry of Culture. Sounds pretty cool. How much is that going to cost me? Quite a bit. That's alright. Let's get a Ministry of Culture. Let's put it on the capital. Ministry of Culture. Boom. Boom.
Technology discovered.
What
Special
technology was
project
discovered?
complete.
Excellent. What technology was discovered? Excellent. New stuff. Right. Shield capacitors? Maybe. Planetary power grid? Maybe.
Technology discovered.
Ooh, more stuff. Okay, hang on a minute. X-ray lasers? Yes. And you'll see the reason for that in a minute. What we desperately need is better armour.
Construction complete.
Why don't we have any of that? In fact, most of these things are rubbish. Let's get improved destroyer hulls. Are we still lacking in society? We are. It's engineering, isn't it? We need some more engineering output if we can get some, but I don't really know how you do that anymore. Let's just hold on. Is there a policy we can enact? No, maybe not a policy, maybe an edict. Research grant, we don't have enough cash for it. Haven't got enough for much. We could Ooh, could give everything a shield boost. That would be a really handy thing to do before the war starts. We do have 900 exotic gases. In fact, we've got +8 exotic gases. We've got loads and loads of volatile motes. I have no idea what to do with them. Hang on. Explosive weapon damage. Armor hit point up. Let's have some of that. Kinetics. I don't think I use kinetics anymore. Cool. Let's have all of these things. Let's go super hard. We're not terraforming.
Construction complete.
Okay, that's all good. Happy times.
Construction complete.
Where's this second fleet? Let's just get rid of the star bases so we can see what we're doing. They're now 1.2k. That's still not going to be enough to actually take out their doodars. Where's the front sheet? They're there. Right, let's get you upgrading. I think we might have a little bit of a cash problem. It would be really helpful if these guys didn't hate me as much as they do. Because if I could see what was going on in their war, I might be able to help. But they're not going to share that information with me because they hate me. Because they are authoritarian or something. Yeah, authoritarian spiritualists. Basically the opposite of what I am, which is egalitarian materialists. Got a science ship here not doing anything. Why is that? Survey that system. What about you? What are you doing?
Survey
busy?
complete.
Oh, you've just finished. That was good timing. Go survey that. Construction ship. Doing nothing. You can mine that. I think we'll probably save the minerals for the war effort. Although there is some engineering research over there.
Construction
grab
complete.
that, really. Okay, upgrading has begun. This will turn one of these cruisers into an absolute nightmare, which is cool. Somebody died. No governors. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Oh crikey, you got no governor. You want somebody who's gonna... Right, he's got a better lifespan, but he's also like 15 years older than this guy. Who is good for food. I will just take a cheap guy. Nice. Have you got a governor? Yes. Have you got a governor? Yes. There's a timed project. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. That is still a pain because those two things are up here and they don't like me yet, and I've been too busy dealing with these people down here. Oh,
Technology discovered.
gosh, it's all going off. Let's go for...
Construction complete.
Well, because we don't... No, don't want that. That was a silly mistake. I want...
Construction complete.
that. Just because it might become a problem. Cool, new man in charge. Now that was a scientist, so annoyingly that means I now have to find another scientist who's not doing something. But on the upside, scientists in charge of the government, so you know that might be cool.
Ships upgraded.
Nice one. We've already bought this from you. We don't want a second one. That would be weird. We do have spare jobs in this place and spare building slots. And do I want to fill any of them in yet? No, I want to wait for better buildings. Hello! Curators. They can help you with science and mysteries. Yes, this is the kind of I'm building up to having a war and I've got nervous energy and I don't quite know what to do with it and I don't want to spend too much money on the wrong thing. They do need more ships though. We can't afford to donate just now, sorry mate. Can't afford to reinforce the fleet either. Seems like it might... Why is that?
Survey complete.
Oh, were we missing... Why was that? That was odd. Was it waiting for cruisers? It's because I... Tell you why. It's because I set this fleet up with loads of cruisers and it wants to build the cruisers and they cost quite a lot. That's why. Wow. That's the engineering I've been waiting for all of my life. Nearest science ship. Go and research that.
Technology discovered.
Amazing. Apparently there's a planet here which is habitable. It's another tropical world, so we could go and stick another colony down there if we wanted to. But we don't. We could also stick another one there, but we don't want to do that either, because if you sort of overdo it, you can get yourself in a bit of a pickle. When you don't have quite enough food, or you don't have enough...
Technology discovered.
Go slow. Right, what we got here? Chemical plants which will turn minerals into volatile mates. We got loads of those. Extra research, that's good, we'll have that. We need armour. Thank you. Okay, new rules. We're now waiting 8 months. Then we're upgrading armour. Then we're going to war. Yeah, that's the plan.
Construction complete.
Oh, well done. How are we doing on those? Right. We need more rare crystals. Do we have a way to build them? Synthetic crystals, yes we can. So we will have one of those and then we will upgrade that. And what do we want here? I think I really want the upgraded alloy foundries. I thought I had those. I'm just going to build another alloy foundry though. I'm also going to build another one of these because I want more people. Although there is a lot of space. So let's also encourage growth. Oh, we can make it bigger as well, which would be cool. Now, I seem to remember I've got somebody sitting around over here not doing anything, waiting for influence points, which I now have a bundle of, so that's cool. And we're just waiting for it to go. 8 months have passed, and then
Technology discovered.
I can upgrade more stuff. We still have spare jobs on this place. 3. Science, that would have been the armour. Can we get more armour? What the hell? I mean, all of these are fantastic. Civilian replicator complex. That's awesome. So for a couple of crystals, that will ramp up everything on this one, which is the thing I was just saying we don't have enough of. But equally, being able to fly fast would be in massive importance, and I do need to focus on the weapons and the armour. And I've got all of these as well, and they're rare. Improvised structural integrity, that's to platforms. Okay, let's go for avoiding instant death. Let's have that. Right, so we did have, that means we do have better armour, which means we just need to pop into the ship designer, hit the autocomplete, that changes to level 2 and press save.
Construction complete.
Should pretty much be the only change.
Construction complete.
I don't want that. I said I don't want that.
Construction complete.
Ah, it's currently being built. Actually, because I couldn't change it because it was being built. There we go. Right. So we need to wait for that cruiser to stop being built, which I believe is being built here. Do you know what? I'm about to go to war. We'll keep our money for the minute. I love the arts. I'm on board with what you're trying to do. But right now, really need to upgrade my spaceships. And so that's what I'm going to do. Thanks very much. Oh, that's stupid actually. Nah, well. We're these guys are obviously having a war. I don't know how well it's going. They seem to be partially losing. I could go and stir things up by just declaring war myself. I mean, I probably should literally be going to war straight away while they're slightly distracted. But he's a bit of a worry. I'll wait until all of these ships are finished. I mean, it shouldn't take long to take off armour panels. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Put armour panel with slightly thicker metal back on. Screw it in, screw it in. You get the idea. I said it was role playing. Right, you're all fine. Oops. Antimatter reactors, anyone? I mean, we've got a better version of the ion disruptor already. I think antimatter reactors is the way to go. I think it's definitely the way to go.
Ships upgraded.
Right, they're done. Now this has gone up to 2.4 thousand. Now, as I remember,
construction complete.
This was about 1.6. Yeah, that's 1.6. So we
construction complete.
We'll get these upgraded,
Survey
which is what they're just
complete.
flying here to get. And then once that's happened, we'll send them back to the wormhole, and then we will attack this. And we will attack that sort of simultaneously, and then we'll clear. Hello, what can you offer us? You give us 500 alloys and you'll send... Give us 5... No, I can't afford to do that. Sorry, mate. I need my alloys. Science guy's finished. I found another green planet.
Survey complete.
And a load of green planets. Hang on. Wait. Wait. You survey that. You survey those. Wow. That was tundra. They're no good for me at all. Don't know why they're green. It's because I've got more than just myself. I think more naval capacity or better administrative capacity. Or I thought I already had advanced food processing. We're okay for food. Let's go for...
Ships upgraded.
more ships. Right. Go up to the wormhole. We're almost there, guys. That is where we will now leave it for today. That is the end of episode 13. There is absolutely no way on earth, even though I am not a superstitious man, that I am going to start a war on episode 13. Not going to happen. What we are going to do, we are getting everything into position. These guys are ready, they're in position. These guys are getting ready and gradually having themselves reinforced. So it's all going to go well. We've got better armour on all the ships now. We've got those new null blasters, which should be cool. These people are in a war and currently have a fleet power which is considered inferior to us. So once we are ready, there's going to be a bit of a romper stomp, I hope. Oh dear. Oh yeah, absolutely help the sub-terrestrials. What was I doing here? A scientist died, that's right. Can't remember which one. Oh, and some surveys have finished. So yeah, I was just saying that I'm stopping there and we're going to go and absolutely romp stomp them. And then I got completely distracted, and that's what Stellaris does to you, and that's why you find yourself desperate to go to the toilet at 3 in the morning when you've got to be at work 5 hours later, thinking to yourself, why am I doing this? That's why this is a great game. Thank you for joining me, and please do join me again for episode 14, when there will be war! War! And when I say war, I mean liberation of people who have been abused by their government. Cheers, bye now.